My name is Luke Binkley. I am a freshman here at Liberty University from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm going to be majoring in communications. 3 ways I would describe myself. I would say that I'm pretty nice, pretty personable, and I can be kind of deceiving sometimes, which I'm hoping I can, flip those things around and use those to, to end up winning Survivor. My mom has always said that there's no way I'm going to make it past the first week of Survivor because of how nice of a person I am, which I guess is a compliment, but I'm hoping to know that coming in that yeah, I'm a nice person or whatever, but I want to use that and to potentially blindside people going forward. Okay, so my biggest pet peeve is, people talking behind people's backs, but obviously that's the whole point of Survivor, so I'm gonna have to kind of adjust and start doing it myself a little bit because that's the whole point of the game. I mean, you're gonna have to talk about, what people are doing, what you think other people, what's going on, and what other people are saying. So I just have to kind of get over that and start pulling that card myself. That's an easy question. I mean, I'm here to win the game. Period. End of story. I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna do what I can with it. Yes. Going into this, I was looking back at some of my favorite seasons, and I really liked what Tyson did a few seasons back where he won. And what his strategy was that he found one person that he became really close to right off the bat, and he just kind of took them to the very end of the game, and they ended up being 2 of the 3 people in the top 3, and really Tyson kind of took leadership without people knowing, and that's something that I want to emulate as well because that is probably a weakness I'd say I have going into this is that I like to just kind of take control and take leadership. I was the captain on my football and lacrosse team, and I was also student government and stuff, so I like to just kind of take control, but that can be a huge weakness in Survivor, and so I'm trying to not I'm not trying to be too obvious about that, but Tyson really just kind of went behind the scenes and he took control without people knowing, asked a lot of questions for the alliances he was in, and he took one of his homies to the very end with him, and ultimately he won Survivor, and that's kind of how I'm going to try to emulate my plan this season. Yeah, so from the get-go, I'm going to go out, be super personable, talk to as many people as possible, but I'm not going to jump into things right off the bat. I can't take control right away. I know there's going to be people that are going to try to do that. That's an immediate target that people are going to have on their back. So I can't do that. I want to try to be behind the scenes, go under the radar, and then as the season progresses, and hopefully if I make it to the merge and I get to that spot, I'm going to try to start riding to the top, taking control, being more apparent about it, and so hopefully the people at Tribal Council will be able to see that I'm someone behind the scenes, controlling the stuff going on and taking people out and becoming, that's how I got to the Sole Survivor if I make it there. Hopefully. I'm gonna win this game of Survivor because I'm a huge fan. I've been watching the past about 10 years with my family. It's kind of like our show we watch, and I know my strengths and weaknesses going into Survivor. I mean, I have a list of stuff that I need to work on, a list of stuff that I'm looking for, and I have this whole strategy that I have laid out. I want to, make friends with one person going into it that I can trust and take with me to the very end of the game, and I want to get right into an alliance right after that. So that's kind of the 2 things that I'm looking forward to, and I know that I have this thing where I'm way too nice a lot of times, and so I'm trying to kind of avoid doing that, use that to my advantage maybe sometimes when I can blindside people who go behind their backs, but I'm trying to really just use my strengths and weaknesses and to make it all the way to the end and become the Sole Survivor. All the fans at home, Mom, yeah. I'm here to prove you wrong. I know, you were saying that to be nice, but I'm trying to win this thing, and I'm going to do what I can to play this game, so.